What's up, YouTube, man? How y'all doing today? Today's topic gonna be a little bit more serious. It's gonna be more serious, but be more fluid because every video I make, I'm pouring out from the heart. Every video I make, I put a lot into it. For me, just spilling out my guts, telling everything, because this is just me. This is my content. This is the way I rock. This is the way I roll. And this topic today, I'm just gonna speak about everything that I've been going through spiritually wise, man. I'm just gonna really talk about it and tell you guys, man, just as much as I can. But so let's get into it, man. But first, I hope y'all had a blessed day. I hope y'all been doing well. I hope y'all been blessed. I appreciate all the love y'all showing me on my last two videos. I appreciate everything. I appreciate 100 views. I appreciate 14 views, man. I appreciate y'all talking. I appreciate y'all liking the vid. I really, really, really appreciate y'all like the vid because it helps the vid get out so more people can see it and have their own opinions and whatnot. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate everything. So let's get back into it, man. My current walk right now spiritually with God, man. So in that video that blew up for me, it blew up. Other people like, oh, it's a little, I don't care. For that video that blew up for me, man, I had about 2 videos back, man. That video, I talked about how this was the beginning of something new, and I just made a smart decision, and everything was going to change. And I did, and now I just experienced my first hiccup, my first slip up in that new journey. In my new journey with God, my new walk with God, I experienced a hiccup, a slip up. I made a mistake in that new journey, and now I'm reflecting on it, and I'm thinking to myself, what now? But I'll get a little bit more detailed about it. On my new journey, defeating lust, I experienced a recent loss. When you let the mind wander, dangerous things happen. So I experienced a recent loss. And when I experienced that loss, it came with a lot for me to think about the next morning. When I woke up the next morning, I'm like, dang, I had forgotten I had even slept up, but I was like, dang, I did that. I really did that. When I was thought that I was completely over it, I had completely beaten that addiction, I slept up again. I'm like, dang, that really sucks. Because I thought I was good, I thought I was done. But I made that mistake. I slept up. It was my first slip up in my new walk with God, my new spiritual journey. Don't get me wrong, I'm not all the way there to completely being brand new. But it just feels bad to make that mistake. And I want to rectify this before I go completely into my new journey. There's parts, things that I need to do, things that I need to be aware of. So I need to take this time to really not necessarily battle my demons, but I need to take this time to really reflect and really understand who I am. Because today I was just thinking mad lustful life. I was thinking about just living a life of lust, man, just chasing women, man, just living in temporary satisfaction. I was thinking a lot about that, and I was acting like that. Maybe it's because of the funny videos that I watched tonight, but how I hear people talk or whatever. I don't know what it was that sparked it. It's probably that. But for me personally, when I was thinking about that, I wasn't even really feeling godly at all, And it gets to the point to where it's like, how many times am I going to do this on my walk where I feel completely of the world, but sometimes I'm completely out of the world? It gets to the point where it's like, okay, bro, it's very repetitive. To where it's like, dude, what are you doing? Are you really on the child of are you really on the child of God side or the child of the enemy side? Which one are you on? Because I know we all slip up. I know we all make mistakes. And Scripture talks about, the Bible talks about when you fall, a man falls 7 times but gets back up. It gets to the point where it's like, bro, where I'm at right now, it's like, man, I've been following so much. You start thinking it's, well, not really following so much, but I've been following for so long. It's like, dang, I must become a fish. Now I might as well learn how to swim because walking ain't working. Every time I get up, eventually I fall. And I'm like, man, I know I'm 21, I'm young, I know all that. I'm like, is it ever going to get to the point to where you just keep striding and fall like once every 20 years or something like that? 'Cause I would prefer that. I prefer I'll fall once a year, make a mistake, slip up once a year, instead of just almost every week. A little bit past that. And this is where I am right now in my spiritual journey. And I just want to tell you guys that it feels great, I don't really have too many people to talk to about this. That's why I talk to the world, just see what are you guys going through. We live in a digital age. I'm Gen Z. I grew up with the internet, I didn't live before the internet. When the internet was out, I was, in the womb. Like, it's been a thing for a while. And I come out here, I talk to you guys, tell you guys these things because I find it therapeutic. I've been doing it for a while. Ever since I first joined the military, living in the dorms, it was getting quite lonely. I deal with that a lot better now, but this is how I started off. Man, it was just a lot, a lot of time being to yourself. I'm like, man, let me post something. So I did it on TikTok, and I'm back on TikTok, but now I'm just, recording videos and doing it on, doing this, I don't even know what it is, godly motivation or just really transparency on both platforms, since TikTok is still a thing. Excuse me. But yeah, man, that's my story of how I started this. I'm just a young man, 21 years old, in the U.S. Air Force. I'll probably make a video on that eventually. Might as well, about what I do as of right now, my job right now, and my job in my actual AFSC. I'll make some videos about that. Why not? I talk about the military and all that, but this is really mainly a spiritual channel. That's why I don't talk about it a lot. You never see me in OCPs. It's just, I don't want to mix A1C Hill with, Kenyon the philosopher. That's not my thing. I want to keep these two separate. I may make another channel, but I don't have the platform to do all that. I mean, the community to do all that, so I might as well best stick with my guns and keep doing, my spiritual journey right now. It's probably for the best. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at right now, my spiritual journey. That's what I've been going through. That's what I've been up to, as of recently, very, very recently. But I do see myself making strides, learning more, growing more. I feel like I'm becoming someone that I've never been before, man. And as a young man, I feel, me personally, you gotta learn, you gotta grow. Everyone's out here just slipping up. Uncle, what they call him, uncle. I ain't calling him uncle no more. Shannon Sharp, man, his situation. I see everybody make a video on that. It's even in my video now. Jonathan Majors, his situation. One of the worst things a great man can have is an uncontrollable lust, an uncontrollable desire for women. If you can't get that together, you will lose everything. Like Michael J. White said that he had a problem with, like, he had to be right, he had to be controlling over women, all this jazz. He had to be superior. He said if he didn't get that done, taken care of before he blew up, he would have never been in the marriage that he's in right now. And for someone that is a famous actor, a famous mixed martial artist, someone who's 57, taking care of himself, someone in that type of position, and that kind of man who moves like that, who seems like he's spiritually awakened. I don't know if he's a believer in Christ, but hopefully, I don't know. But someone who seems so disciplined, in order for someone like me, you know, take someone that's not disciplined to get to that level, man, it will take years, and it will take a lot. It will take a lot of effort, a lot of trial, a lot of error. It will take so much for me to get to that level of discipline, for me to get to that level of just honesty and genuineness. This is why I made this content. This is why I do these things. This is why I try to stay away from certain influences. This is why I don't try to go to clubs or bars, because I don't like going there, but it's just the vibes, the energy. No matter what, even though I don't drink anymore, no matter what, just being in a place like that is just so toxic. It's just so negative, you know? If you're old enough to know, or you've done some things to know, then you know. But yeah, man, that's just where I'm at right now. And this feels so therapeutic, man. Like, I'm not the biggest on like therapy and counselors, but what I'm doing right now, it seems great. And it just makes me feel brand new. Makes me feel like I can talk to someone, because there's people that watch my videos, they enjoy my channel, and I'm glad to have a community. You know, some people think it's crazy. Why would you ever go talk about your personal problems to the internet? Because I don't talk about them I want people to gossip about me. No, I say these things because I'm a person who's struggling, and I want to reach out and speak to people who also are struggling, and we can help each other so that we're not struggling anymore, because this is getting old, you know. All of us human beings have been dealing with all kinds of problems for all of our lives, and it's like, all right, bro, I'm over this. For me, I've been dealing with my problem less since I was a child, but it's been crazy over like the last 8 years, ever since I was 13. I'm 21 right now. So, yeah, man. What else? That's all I got. That's just me, man. That's Kenyon. That's who I am. So, yeah, more videos coming soon. I really need to spend more time dedicated to this craft, even though I have a job. I'm in college right now, pursuing my associates in business administration. But if this is something that I really care about, then I need to put more effort into it. So this is probably the best video I've ever made. When I say that, that's how you know it's a banger. Yeah, man. Like the video, please. Like the video. I love when people like the video. Share if you want to. Comment. I love when guys comment. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. We are 3 away from 100 subscribers. 3. All I need is 3, man. Is this point I'm about to held people at gunpoint? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna hold nobody at gunpoint. All I need is 3 subscribers, man. So I would very much love and enjoy if I hit 100. You know, before the end of the month. That would be cool. If I did that, bro, man, it would be special. That would be so that's a goal of mine. You know, is it likely? Yeah, who knows? But all things are possible, you know, with God. So I'm just gonna believe in him, and hopefully he blesses his channel. Hopefully he appreciates his channel. He likes his channel. He's cool with it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go ask him. But yeah, that's it. All right, for like the second or third time, I'm done. I'm wrapping this video up. You know what I gotta do, man. Love you guys. Peace out, man. Y'all stay blessed. Keep your energy up. Stay away from negative people. Stay away from people who hurt you and try to justify their actions of hurting you. Be your own man. Have confidence. Be your own woman. Just be yourself. Be who God created you to be. Because if you don't, then it's disrespectful to him. All right, y'all. I'm out, man. Peace out.